Orlando took us out last night, and we had just an incredible time. But it's just as important for us to show some of the how to get the fish as to what to do with it, how to care for it.
Yeah.
So take me through it. You've done this for a long time.
Yeah,
so take me
it's
through it.
been a while. But one of the main things, you want to get every bit of meat you can off of these fillets.
Right.
And you want a boneless fillet.
Yes.
You don't want to. There's nothing worse than biting into something, a little bone comes out.
Yeah.
So
Texture is an awful thing. If
now the meat on these fish, they have particularly there's a curvature right here of the crane right here. So what we do is we just go forward here a little bit, and you start your incision right about there. Okay. Them scales now, because these scales are so big and tough,
they're huge.
Going against them is usually not the best way.
Yeah.
What I prefer to do is to go in and work yourself from the inside out, and it comes out. See how easy that comes out?
Yep.
Running it along the bone line, along the backbone.
Right along that spine. Eh?
Yeah, just like that, and you're going to outline the fillet.
Nice.
Just like that, all the way up to the tail. Yeah, right there.
Look at the color, eh?
It's a magnificent eating fish. This is a vegetarian fish, and they are considered an invasive species. However, I welcome their presence because they are tasty.
Look at that.
Very white meat.
Isn't that beautiful?
See that? So that right there, we're not losing hardly any meat at all.
And you're running that right against, that's the rib cage.
Right on. Well, see, now there's two techniques. Some people will go through the rib cage and rip through it.
Yeah.
You will get a little bit more meat
Yeah.
using that technique. However, you're dulling your knife. We have a lot of fish, and we're not going to be doing that today.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, we outline the fillet. So basically, we come back here again, and we're going to come straight down.
And you can really feel where the meat of that fillet is as you run your hand down there.
Yeah, yeah. And right here, so it's pretty much a straight line. All this down here, these are the entrails down here. There's nothing for you down here.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of fat in this area. And if the freshwater fish is going to have a little bit of a muddy taste, which some people will say they notice, it's in the fat or in the red line.
Makes
Both
sense.
things can be removed, and it's like eating a snapper. I mean, it's fantastic food.
Awesome.
Fantastic
And one of the
fish.
things to note too is this is a gutless method. So you haven't, this fish hasn't been gutted. So the nice thing about this is it's a little bit quicker and a little bit cleaner.
Yes, it definitely is. So we're going to do the same technique here.
I like the way you're going away from yourself with the knife.
Go away like
Very,
that.
Really
Yeah.
safe method there.
I learned
Love
that from mistakes.
Yeah.
And then you can come back in here again. You pick this up, and you want to go straight along the bones again, right there, and you're going to meet right in the middle. Right there, it's straight through.
Yep.
You can come right to the tail, and that's it. And you can come forward with it a little bit. Now, here's where we pull the slab off. Basically, we're going to come up here. We do a few strokes forward. One back, and that'll get it started. Right there, see it's released already.
Nice.
So now, very important. The reason this meat is so firm.
Yeah.
The moment we got these fish, we throw them in ice.
Listen to this.
Magic secret. I mean, this is a secret
Has to be
sauce,
done.
guys. Don't throw your fish in a cooler and then go buy ice at 4 in the morning.
Yep.
Pack them solid. Bury them in ice. Don't lay them on top of the ice.
No.
Half the fish is warm, half the fish is cold. You want to throw that fish and bury them in the ice right away.
He's religious about this. I saw him last night. He's like, I got the ice. Don't worry, I got the ice. So ice is critical because what's happening now is that flesh, it's nice and firm. And you got to remember, it's almost all water. So it begins to degrade right away.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Now, this is the rib cage in here. And of course it has a curvature.
Yes.
And technique one, we go straight through it, rip through. It's kind of messy, you're going through the guts.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it. With a firm, fresh fillet like this, you can just go right up here, slowly make some incisions, some small cuts. And we're going nice and slow here. I want everyone to see what I'm doing. And I'm pushing against the rib cage. See, that's all bone there. This looks like meat, but if you hit it, that's all bone.
Yep.
We're going right back down. Right back down again, and right now you're pretty much through. See that? Boom. That fillet's out. One shot. You see all the ribs here? You can hear them.
Look how clean that is.
And this
it's
is
just transparent.
This is straight on the bones.
Amazing.
You're not wasting any meat. Very simple again. We want to take the skin off the fish. Slight incision here. Running the knife, it's very important. You want a board or something to elevate. If you're flat and the knife is on an angle, it's not going to work as good. So this is elevating. It lets me get the knife really flush and flat against the board.
And it's got to be parallel.
And then you're going to go just like this. You know what I don't like about live TV? If I do happen to screw up,
Yeah.
there's no mulligan. but I think we're going to be fine here. These fresh fish are very easy to fillet. And we're going to go straight through like that.
Very
nice
nice.
and slow so everyone can see what I'm doing.
Good.
Now that's going to pull off, and voila.
Look at
Beautiful
that. That
fillet.
is spectacular. No waste.
No,
Love
there's no meat on there, so we're not wasting anything. Now, they do have a bone line, like every fish does.
Yes.
They're not exempt. And the bone line is found right down the middle, this red line,
Yep.
right towards the beginning of the fillet here. And it's going to go towards the last rib cage is where it ends.
Okay.
And this is where them little bones come out. When
Right.
you bite into them, it
Yeah.
just it destroys your meal. I
It really
hate when that
does.
happens.
Yep.
And I like to make sure that there's no bones out. So if you just make a slight little cut right here, boom, you run your finger through it, and then one small cut
On the
underneath,
other side, the bones are
Boom.
gone.
bones are gone. And you have a boneless fillet, you rinse it off, and that is ready to be deep fried, broiled, or however you would like to cook it.
That is absolutely beautiful. You know, I'm going to take a crack at this myself. We're going to come back in a few minutes, and we'll show you how it's done. Thanks to Orlando. That's an awesome job, brother. Thank you very much.
I give you the wet
The wet
fish-
handshake. Oh, it's gnarly.
One last thing.
Yes.
You did mention
Yes.
2 recipes you're brewing up. Tell
That's
me
right.
about that.
That's right. So
Interesting.
we're going to use the top part. So we've got this beautiful loin. Why break that up and use that? You know, because to make the cakes, we chop it up. So
Okay.
what we'll do is we'll run our knife along here, separate that beautiful loin, and then I'm going to finish taking out the bloodline there. And what we'll do is we'll use that lower half. We'll saute that, then we'll chop that up finally, put that into the fish cakes, and from, you know, one fish we can get 2 portions of the loin and lots of beautiful, that flaky white flesh that's so good to eat.
You're talking my language.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we're
we'll be
good,
coming
we're good.
back in just a little bit with the cooking segment, and we've got some special guests and some special information
Oh
to
yeah,
share with
hey,
you.
and yeah, we'll talk about the special guests later.
Yeah.
Everyone's here, and we have a really cool crew that's going to join us, and it's real easy to recruit people for the eating part. You notice
Absolutely,
that?
we got a lineup out here. We'll see you soon.